Okay, so let's take a look at some ways to connect and disconnect nodes now. So going here into my node graphs, there's various ways to work with nodes. So for example, here I shake this node here, and that's essentially disconnect that node. So for example, if I want to use this somewhere else, I can select these two nodes here and just shake them off and take them as a package and connect them somewhere else. You can also here, if I want to insert this one, you can essentially just go here, and when you come over the line there, you can see it will snap into there, into the base there. And likewise, if I have this one on the base there and go here over, you can just, when the line goes yellow there, it will connect to the over there instead. You can also select nodes and say Control Shift and X, and that extracts the nodes there. Something that was added recently in Mari is a way to sever nodes. So for example, let's say that I wanna disconnect all of these nodes here at once. If I hit the Y button and just essentially drag here, it's gonna disconnect all of these noodles here at the same time. And there you go. Something that I use a lot is to use the tilde key. So if I'm over a port here and hit the tilde key, so that's the one next to the 1 button, you can see here you get a pop out noodle here. So that's a nice way to connect. For example, if I want to connect these ones here. Another one here, the same thing goes to, let's say that you are over here and you take this one and you see now it's floating. You can do your middle mouse and pan around. You can also hit the J button to search for something. For example, here, if I want to go to my principal BRDF, if I hit the J button and say principal BRDF, and that's my shader. If I now hit the enter, now we get over to my principal BF. I found it in my graph, and now I can actually still, with this nodal selected, I can insert it somewhere. So let's insert it to my bump here, for example. And there you go. If you're using the extension pack, you can select these two and hit the M button, and that will merge them like so. Okay, so now we need a few shelf items here. I'm just gonna take a few materials and see here at multi-channel materials and the difference between these two and single channels. I'm just gonna take 2 materials. So with these two here, from the bird's eye view, they look very similar to the regular nodes here. But if I expand this one, so we have multiple outputs, and essentially a material in Mari is, if I go inside by control and double clicking on this one, it's a bunch of nodes within a group. And they connect very similar, but they need a very specific multi-channel merge. So if I select this one, and if I have extension pack and just hit M, it will create a multi-channel merge. It will look like one of those merge, but it also has multiple inputs and outputs that is auto-connected depending on the shader type. You see here we have different modes. So if you have a fully expanded, it will get very tall. If I select this one and connect it to the over, it will connect like this. Looking at this one, you can either select one and say an individual stream, in my case here base color. So if you want to look at this shaded, you can hit the 0 instead of the 1, and that will now turn this one into a shader preview like so. So yeah, that's various ways to connect. And you can also shake out a material here like I did with the other one. And obviously the mask here, if I insert a cloud, for example, and connect it to the mask, depending on cloud, if I make this one very crunchy and do a contrast, I'm just gonna crunch it up, and we can see here now it's gonna blend between these two materials, and it's using all of the connections. Depending on where the mask is white, you're gonna see one material, and where it's black, the other material.